And hello. Welcome back to the Parent
Hello.
Cafe podcast.
How's it going?
I'm
Sorry.
Alex. This is
I'm
Sarah.
Sarah.
We're talking about something so exciting today. We don't even
Something
know.
close to our hearts.
Yes, something so close to our hearts. We can't even contain ourselves. We don't know what to say to one another.
So close to our hearts, it's our stomach. Is that even close? Probably. It's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
It's
We're
food.
talking about
Food.
Snacks. Specifically things like
hacks.
Meal prep. Snacks on the go.
Yeah. Quick and easy.
Maybe we can touch on like picky eating experiences that we've experienced.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun too.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite snack pair? Let's just start off strong.
My snack what?
Like favorite snack pair. So like
Pair. Like
yeah,
things that go together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one.
I'll start because my list is massive. So it'll
It'll like, trigger me. Bing. Is it milk and cookies? Is that yours?
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Oreos. I feel like yours would be Oreos and milk.
Oreos and milk is a good one. I was kind of more thinking like, because I never bring milk anywhere unless it's in like a carton.
No, true.
So I never think of that as like a snack pair, but I do have that almost every night. So.
Oh, you're snacking.
I'm snacking. Like celery and peanut butter.
I like apples and peanut butter.
Apples and peanut butter. Yeah. The thing with apples and peanut butter is you have to cut the apples.
Yeah.
It's just that extra step.
Where you got to cut the celery.
Well, just
I
wash it.
Yeah. I have to cut it.
I don't know.
I have to cut my celery.
I'm like, this is to me, I'm snacky. What can I have right now? Jar of peanut butter, celery stalk.
And just go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I like scoop out the peanut butter into like a bowl with the peanuts, with the apples.
The peanuts on.
Sprinkle them on.
What else? Cheese. So like
cheese and meat,
like cheese salami, things that are already like sliced when you buy it.
Yeah, those are easy ones.
Or like wrapping the cheese like into the salami, so you just have like little.
Sometimes I just like to like just roll up some sandwich meat and eat that.
It's really good.
Quick and easy.
Ooh, like a pickle rolled in like a ham slice.
Oh no, that's not for me. I like sweet pickles, like what are they called? Like sweet and sour. I don't know.
The sandwich. The butter pickles or butter?
No, just like sweet and sour, something like that. Sweet mix. I don't know what it's called. But there's those ones that doesn't. It's okay with meat, but it's not my favorite. And like I don't like dill pickles. They are good with cheese.
Yeah. Sweet's really.
That reminds me of my grandma. We used to always have it at like family get-togethers. Just who's bringing the cheese and pickles?
Oh.
It was always my oldest cousin because that was easy, and then his mom would do it. Anyway,
just nostalgia.
Just cheese and pickles.
Cucumber slices with like ranch.
That's just go to and mini carrots.
Do you ever dip your cucumbers in what's that stuff called? Cheese Whiz?
No.
No.
Cucumbers and Cheese Whiz? I've never even heard of anyone doing that.
I would not, just like, I wouldn't recommend Cheese Whiz in general because, like, it's just probably not the best thing for you. Because, to have, like, a cheese that kind of stays liquid in a jar for, like, years without going bad, it's probably, like...
questionable.
It's not cheese.
But so delicious.
But, like, a spoonful of Cheese Whiz inside mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That's super good.
I like cucumbers with cream cheese.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
a little piece of salmon too.
That sounds good. That sounds fancy. I don't have that in my house.
Smoked salmon, cucumber, cream cheese.
Yum.
Pretty good. Okay. Do you like cottage cheese?
I hate cottage cheese. So gross. So chunky and disgusting.
Okay.
Sorry for all the cottage cheese lovers out there.
Cottage cheese and melon.
Like watermelon?
No, like honeydew.
Oh, that sounds terrible. My mom and sister always ate cottage cheese and tomatoes.
Yep, cottage cheese and tomatoes, a little bit of pepper.
That just looks like nope. It's a big old nope for me.
I sometimes add, so this is called $1 Million Spaghetti. And you make spaghetti sauce and you add cottage cheese to the sauce. You put it into the noodles, put it in a baking dish, and like layer sprinkled cheese between layers of the spaghetti mix.
Yeah.
And then bake it for a while.
I've seen that, and I've had $1 Million spaghetti, but I must have had a different recipe because it did, or I just substituted it for something else.
Did you use ricotta instead?
I might have, because I just like can't even stand the look of it. Like it just looks like when I leave Abby's milk out too long. And it curdles.
You can buy cottage cheese that's dry.
Why?
Like it's drier cottage cheese that it doesn't have that like wet
liquid. Oh, yeah. I'm almost 30. I don't need it in my life. At that point.
My last one for like my favorite pairing would be like, the mini peppers.
Oh, yes.
With cream cheese.
Yeah. Abby just eats those. Yeah. I like just to cook them usually, but just to pull those out as a quick snack. Yeah. And that's what I was thinking the other day, actually, when I was thinking about this podcast. I'm like, cream cheese would be delicious in this, but she doesn't like cream cheese. So yet anyways.
Yeah. No, they're super good with cream cheese.
Yeah. That would be delicious. Yeah. I don't really have like a go-to pairing other than I'd say like the peanut butter and apples would be my like go-to for a snack, but yeah, other than I don't even know chips and dip, but I don't even really go to that.
Yeah,
but like I don't know. Sometimes it's good at like a party.
True. If I'm like hungry late at night, there's two things that I will make if I'm not tired.
Yeah.
And this is like, well, one of them, I guess a kid could like get up and make this. But the first one that I had last night at like 10 p.m. is pancakes. So I just
really,
like the quick mix pancake.
Yeah.
So like it's just water in the mix.
That's your late night snack is pancakes.
Yeah, so I make pancakes, and as they're like ready, I put it on the plate and I put Nutella on it.
Oh.
And then I like slice a banana. And then I put the next pancake on, Nutella, sliced banana. So I make like a 5-layer pancake cake, and then I just eat that. Glass of milk.
That sounds delicious, but I can't see that at like it. To me, it does sound like a dessert, but at 10 o'clock, I'm not making pancakes. Like I don't. We are two different people.
Yeah, I love food so much.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone making pancakes that late. That's it's like a dessert, but that sounds so good. But like I wouldn't eat that for breakfast.
But you're craving something sweet sometimes. Yeah. And like I don't really have cookies in my house right now. I have some of those like dark chocolate Oreos, but I'm getting more on like cookies. I don't really have anything else sweet right now. And like my favorite is if it's like warm and sweet. So yeah. So then it's like, okay, I can take the 10 minutes that this is gonna take me.
So you're going for more of that, like, when someone wakes up and like has to have a cup of coffee, like me, you're just really needing that hot drink. It doesn't matter what that is. So you're just kind of needing that, like
I need that
physical,
like
that experience or that sensory.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Because then the same thing goes for savory. So like some nights oh my God, this combo has been going on for forever. Like
I'm excited. What is this?
Since like university, I'd say.
Oh.
The yellow corn tortilla chips, or the Tostitos, like whatever.
Yeah.
The round ones. I get like a shallow bowl. I put a layer of those, cheddar cheese, another layer of chips, cheddar cheese. Throw them in the microwave for like 40 seconds just so the cheese melts. Pickled jalapenos, like a cup of sour cream, and then I just go to town.
And just some nachos.
Oh, but like the sour cream to chip ratio has to be like chips.
You sound like Brandon. Brandon's always like, the meat to bun ratio is off on this. And I'm like, oh, now I literally consider the meat to bun ratio.
The ratio, yeah. It's
on
important.
Everything.
It's important because you have to get to that point where like your chips are almost soggy. Like, but they're still crunchy, but just covered,
a little sog.
Yeah, like covered in enough sour cream that the jalapeno is like sweet, not spicy.
Oh, this is a whole sensory experience for you.
Yes, like midnight snack is important.
I don't know what I eat. I go for like the sweet things for sure at night. Mm-hmm. Even like a bowl of cereal, like Cheerios with blueberries.
Yeah.
If we have both of those.
What's your favorite cereal?
Probably Cheerios. No, like that's a lie. No, God, no. Who wants those? Honey Nut Cheerios, I really like. But I'd probably say Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, yes.
I ate probably boxes of that when I was pregnant.
Yeah, our favorite cereal is like underwhelming. Like, I don't even want to say it out loud. I'm kind of embarrassed.
You got to tell me now.
It's not Weetabix. Like,
well, I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
It's not this.
It's not Weetabix. No, it's the Special K cereal that's strawberry that has like dehydrated strawberries in it.
That's a good one.
That is a real treat for us. Like that cereal, it's just the strawberries are like candies.
Yeah, they're delicious.
By the way, hack, you slice up strawberries and you can dehydrate them. Great snack for kiddos. Super sweet.
I've seen that and I've really wanted to try it. I have a dehydrator. It's at my sister's house right now.
Yes. You can also bake. You can also bake. If you don't have a dehydrator, you can bake at low temperatures.
Okay.
So, I don't know off the top of my head. I feel like your oven has to be between 180 and 200.
Yeah, probably really, really low.
And then you're baking for probably like an hour and a half.
Probably a couple hours.
Long time. Because I know when you dehydrate orange slices, like when you're making garlands, as if people do this every day.
I don't. Never have. Obviously, I'm just gonna go with it though. Yeah, that's definitely what you do.
You like bake it for like an hour and a half to 2 hours and then flip them over for a little bit on top of like a parchment paper. So I think it'd be similar like to dehydrate strawberries, but that's a really, really good snack. And once they put it in their mouths, it like becomes, like wetter again because of the saliva. So it's just a really good, like, I guess
like a gummy snack almost.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Instead of like those fruit snacks that people buy.
You're tricking your child and it's
good.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Same with apples. You can do it with apple, pineapple. Yeah,
bananas.
Banana.
I love banana chips.
Yes. Ooh, the other really good thing. My Lisa and I were doing this at New Year's. It was like probably the most naughty thing to do. But you get pancake mix and you like just get fruit and like chocolate bars and you cut them up and you put them in the pancake mix and then fry them, like deep fry.
Oh.
So you have
like you deep fry like in oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like pancake mix,
like a pancake, like a donut almost.
She was putting like a round slice of an apple cored and then put like a caramel square in the middle of that. Battered it and threw it in the deep fryer. And then we just put like powdered sugar on top.
Oh my goodness.
And banana slices were so good too.
Don't tell me these things. I don't have a deep fryer, so
naughty.
So naughty. It sounds delicious.
It's so good. Shout out Lisa. Best snack ever. But yeah, you surround yourself with people who like to snack, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think like every, like when we were allowed to have get-togethers, it was like, well, what snacks are going to be there?
Yeah, like what kind of snack are we gonna have?
Yeah.
Even now, you can get outside and get together in like, what is it, groups of 10? So now it's gonna be like, what can we make by the fire?
Oh, yeah. I love campfire hacks.
Right? I know. You know what I've never tried, and I hear this, like, what is that called? You have like a panini press, but it's on like a stick that you like put by the fire.
Oh, I have no idea what it's called, but I know it like closes. Basically like a big metal gate.
Like a metal, well, there's the gate ones, but then there's like the heavy like steel.
Oh, yeah. I think it'd almost be like...
It's like a sandwich maker.
Yeah.
But
I know what you're talking about.
People will put like chocolate.
You can make like a quesadilla.
But they'll also do like the chocolate jam, peanut butter, like on the fire, like a s'more, but
like in a wrap. Yeah.
Or in like 2 breads.
Oh, okay.
2 slices of
like
bread.
Toast it up.
2 breads.
I want to go camping now.
I know. I'm like a toddler. 2 breads.
2 breads. Yeah.
I'll have 2 breads.
That's Abby. I'm always like, do you want toast? No. I'm like, do you want bread? Yeah. I'm like, okay, just a bread.
Do you want
just a plain bread?
Yeah.
Hot bread? I should try that hot bread.
It's hot bread?
It's never hot bread. It's just plain bread.
Crunchy bread. To-go snacks. So this one's important because we live in a place where we have to go a long way to get to other places. So travel snacks are like essential. So
I think for like adults and for children.
Yeah, exactly. So other than like stopping through a drive-through, so if that's not going to be an option, because there's some days where I'm just like, yeah, I don't really want to.
Or you're like, oh, I'm full, and then you get like halfway, and you're like, oh, man, I wish I stopped for food.
Yes, or I wish I had a snack. So what's your favorite, like, go-to, easy-to-go snack?
Easy to go? Like, for me or for the kids?
I think the general population. Well, let's do kids.
Okay. Kids.
And then, I mean, whatever translates to adults, too, I guess.
Kids, I think, are a little bit easier. I don't know, Abby is anyways. Crackers, like fish crackers.
Oh, yeah.
Fruit is always easy. Those squeezy, like I never buy Abby like those. No. You could get like yogurt drinks would be easy just because they have a good cap on them for spilling. But yogurt tubes, I don't know, that's just a mess waiting to happen.
I have a funny story about yogurt tubes.
I'm intrigued. I have a hack for yogurt tubes.
Oh, I want to hear that too.
The hack is like she has it like almost every morning. I put them in the freezer.
Oh yeah.
So they're frozen. So it's a frozen yogurt. It's a yogurt freezie is what I call it because she loves freezies. So you get a yogurt freezie every morning and it's breakfast.
That's smart.
And I just cut it in half and then she eats half or the whole thing, whatever.
Mine is just in grade 5. I had a yogurt tube and I smacked it a few times on my desk and it exploded on everybody.
Yeah. See, so just think of in a car, you'd like whacking your brother with it. Yeah. And it just explodes everywhere. I ain't cleaning that up. Like, So
like, yogurt tubes are great snacks.
They are, and like they're so easy and like pretty filling for little ones too. Anyways, not in the car though. No. Where was I going with this? Fruit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think it depends on the kid too. Like, like I think I was I telling you this that like I was. Abby doesn't like you know, like the lunch snacks, like, you know, that aisle where it's like all the kids snacks and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, it's all she won't eat those.
But that's probably better.
It is. It totally is better. But when I'm like tired in the morning and I'm packing a lunch to just grab those and throw them in. But then I know like she goes to her auntie's and she's like, she doesn't eat those. And so I'm like, okay, I just got to stop buying them. So
you could really benefit from like meal prep stuff.
Oh yeah. And I'm trying to get better and I do it. And I realize now that I do it, I just think I don't. So maybe it's been a habit of like certain things you do. Anyways, back to the car talk.
Yes. To-go snacks.
To-go snacks. Even like to-go snacks like to the park and stuff.
Yep.
What are your go-tos?
I
I
really
don't like really
like
have one in the car. Like I like give me a coffee and I'm fine.
I like when food has its own packaging. So whether like those Baby Bell cheeses,
Yeah.
it's like you can throw that in loose. You don't need a baggie
Mm-hmm.
for it, right? So like Baby Bell cheese, instant win. Cheese string, instant
Yeah.
win.
Cheese strings, and you can buy them like actual cheese too, not
Yes,
like the
that's what I
yeah,
buy. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I
Mhm.
tried to buy Abby, like the cheese string ones. She won't eat those. So cuz
No,
yeah, she
just
likes
the
the real cheese.
actual cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole fruit, basically like a banana or an
Yeah.
orange, like a mandarin, whatever, is just kind of like it's got its own shell and you can just throw it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the mini cucumbers,
Oh,
just
yes,
you
those are the best.
throw those in loose.
Yeah.
Hard boiled eggs, I really like too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I think it depends how long your trip is. Like if you can just get away with some like crackers and like honestly
crackers,
like
hummus.
yeah, like easy ones for like in the car if I'm not going like too far with her. Like she does get like those weird things that like she usually typically doesn't get.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like the squeeze pouches, as I was saying, like it's like an applesauce or like
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and like they just squeeze it in. I'm like, that's easy. I don't buy them for her ever,
Yeah.
but it's like it's a fun thing she can have in the car.
Well, even like just in the car, if you're doing like a long road trip, that tackle box organizer, like I saw that like a while ago and I
Yeah,
just,
I've seen it for years. And
yeah, and I've never tried it because I
no,
don't have small children that travel with me that would eat snacks.
but could you do it for yourself?
I mean, I don't think I'd have to remove a lot of the tackle box walls because I feel like the
You
portion
need
size
bigger.
is just not enough. Like literally in each little tackle box
Yeah.
there would be like 6 fish, 3 grapes. Like it's just not enough. Like I
Yeah,
find that that's perfect for like a little 3-year-old,
it
4-year-old
just
because
wants
then
to.
they just have like everything. It's like a little kid's
Mm-hmm.
charcuterie board, right?
Oh
Like
yes.
it's like, oh, a little Teddy Graham or
Mm-hmm.
and then a nut or like whatever else
Yeah,
is just in there. But for an adult, like
it'd be like dumping the whole bag of nuts all across of it.
yeah, like you might as well just go and buy those like assorted nut trays.
Yeah,
Like the
sort of nut tray.
yeah, like
A nut tray.
I saw them last at like
Oh, okay,
Walmart.
like at like Christmas. I
Yeah,
know what you mean now. I
yeah.
don't know. I was thinking of charcuterie boards still in my head.
Oh,
I'm like, that's strange to me.
nuts.
Okay.
Charcuterie board, just strictly nuts.
Yeah.
But that would be like the adult version. Like I'll buy just
Yeah.
a giant veggie tray.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Yeah,
like
and
the adult version of the tackle box, I think.
yeah. Yeah, like when we go in, like if we were driving to BC or something, like we
Mm-hmm.
would pack like cheese and meat and stuff like that, and just to like you can kind of eat it while you drive, even though you're not supposed to, but you do. Um,
Doesn't.
who doesn't? Um, yeah, like I don't know, just those little things. Granola bars are always easy to just throw in. Like I feel like I always have a granola bar in my purse.
You know what's a really good hack too, especially for like young families? If you're driving a distance like that, like to BC, and say 8 hours, let's go. To be like super mindful of the time you're spending sitting down,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually really good to bring things like hot dogs and buns in like a cooler. And then you're like forced to stop and make like a little fire for an hour or something at like lunchtime and like just cook and relax for 40 minutes to an hour and stretch your legs. So
yeah. And that's an experience in its own, right? Like that's the things on the road trips that kids are going to remember.
Yeah.
Is that time that you guys are like, oh, that's the place where we stopped to cook hot dogs. Like
exactly.
every time you pass it, right? Like that's a pinpoint to them. Yeah. And like that's just a fun memory too. So yeah, no, that's a great tip. I think like every like hour and a half, 2 hours, stop to just walk around and is important too. And that's when you can have your snack and whatever, get them out. Yeah, I think we first traveled like with Abby when she was like 6 months, so she slept a lot of the way, so we just drove. But I think the adults stopped more than she would have needed to. She was great. So
yeah,
but it's hard. So yeah, like you even for adults though, you do need to stop and get out.
Oh yeah, stretch your legs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, stretch your, and then it wakes you up a little bit too.
It definitely does. Yeah. We've both driven across the country, and you need to do that for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think driving across the country, I've now done it twice. And you stop every single gas station. Like, it doesn't matter if you're half full. It's like, I don't know when the next is coming. I need to stop. That's the thing about driving that way. The other thing is just like forcing yourself to get out and stretch. Like, get fresh air. Just in the car, like recycled air. It's so bad. It's such a long trip too.
Yeah. I went with my dad, and we stopped every 2 hours, and we would just switch drivers. So then it was important, like, so then we would both get a break from driving. And like, that was our rule. We're like, maybe we would push it to 3 sometimes, like just depending if we're like close to there and you're like, I'm fine for another hour. But yeah, just to stop and stretch your legs, and then you switch and you stretch and get out. And it's so important.
The first time I did it, I drove by myself. So it was just 11 hours a day.
Yeah.
But
and did you stop as much as you wanted to?
I stopped at every gas station.
Yeah, so that's good.
I stopped a lot. And I was usually, because I would get up around 5 to start my day. And then I would usually be at my destination, like where I was staying the night. So I'd get to like the hotel or motel, wherever I was staying, by like 5 or 6 p.m.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I was driving in January, so like the sun was setting, so it was best to be doing. This time though, with my brother, it was still me driving the majority. Like, as much as we tried to switch, he would be like so tired or like too sleepy. I'm just like, what's going on? So I had to drive most of the way anyway, but I don't know.
He's just like one of those people that like he gets in a car and he's just instantly tired.
Yeah, he's tired. So, but we were eating a lot. Like the amount of Burger King I consumed.
That's what I feel like. Like I didn't see anything driving across except for like Subway. Yeah. Like I think that's all we ate was Subway, which was good. Like I didn't mind it, but you're like, okay.
I'm tired of Subway.
Yeah.
What about like no waste, like lunches, or like no waste food? Like, do you have any like good ideas?
I think we talked about it, like the cucumbers, like the mini cucumbers, the mini peppers,
things that have their own packaging.
Yeah, like oranges, like fruits and stuff like that. But I do find like I use like the little snack baggies, like for crackers and stuff like that. But I could be better and use containers and just have like designated containers for. But I don't know if in the long run containers are just as bad. I don't know. I'm not very.
Well, I mean,
here's my dog.
I buy glass containers, which I know is not like kid friendly, but they last a whole lot longer. And then I also reuse jars. So I have like the tiny jars. Yeah. And I use those for like nuts and small snacks, blueberries. I use like my giant like jars that honey comes in, and I'll put soup or something if I'm like taking it to go.
For kids, the other one is those little bento boxes for lunches. They're awesome.
I love those.
Yeah, they're really great.
You can find it separate even more. If you don't have bento boxes though, you can get silicone cupcake liners and just use those in like a regular box. Yeah. If you don't have bento lunch boxes. And that's actually one of the comments we got from a parent. So, you know, the tackle box. Yep. Snack. They said they use cupcake tins, like muffin tin, to do like different snacks. So like
in the car?
I don't know if in the car, but just
like in general.
Snacks. Yeah.
That would be good if you had like a bunch of kids at your house, or even if you just have a couple of kids, you just set that on the table and they just have at it.
They're like doing the day or whatever. And then,
a little snack. Yeah, that is a great idea. I love that.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, it's hard with reusable because kids are tricky. Like, first of all, are you going to bring it back? Like, if they're going to school and they share snacks, so then as parents, you're like, I'm putting this like expensive beeswax paper
Right.
you know, like wrapped on whatever you gave them in their lunch. And then it's like, am I going to get that back?
Yeah.
So I know the easiest thing is just anything they can throw out, but that's why snacks that come with their own wrap, whether it's like a mini cucumber, baby bell cheese,
an orange,
whatever, probably the best way to go. Like my mom used to wrap my sandwiches in paper towel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she would just get like 2 pieces of paper towel and wrap my sandwich and just put it in my lunch like that. That actually, like if it's a ham sandwich, the smell of like the ham sandwich wrapped in paper towel, like such nostalgia for me.
Oh, really?
Oh, it brings me back. Like I want my mom to make me a crustless ham sandwich. Like every time I see her. Like I'm like,
can you wrap it in paper towel, please?
Yeah,
also?
But and then it was like
that's a great idea though.
You could wipe your hands with it. It also like removed the moisture, so like your sandwich wasn't getting all like funky inside the container because it was wrapped in paper towel. But I know it's like tough with kids.
I think like a lot of schools now are like they'll send it home, like if you have packaging and they're just telling you like, no, you cannot have this, is what I've heard. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Garbage, so like no, you can't.
I think that started when you and I were in school.
Sending it back?
No, just like
or just
the waste-free lunch program. Like they were really promoting for like people, like the less, I don't know, at my school anyway, there was like the waste-free lunch program. So each classroom would have to like keep track of how much trash was in their trash can. And then it was kind of like which classroom did the best with like having waste-free lunches.
Yeah, I think we had a couple things like that, but I don't remember it being like
it wasn't in
long
or anything.
Yeah.
But I know I've heard like what you're talking about, that they like enforce it, like you can't have this or.
Yeah, and I think like when I was working in the schools, like they had great like recycling systems and like the kids were on it. Like I think I was in a grade 4 class and they're like, nope, that goes in there. Like they had all their bins and like labeled and like they knew where it went and it was great. Like so just to teach them that so young, it's just normal to them.
And there are so many snack options now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez. Like when you're in the grocery store, it's like every single aisle or like, I guess, section of the grocery store that you're in. It's so easy to look at things and just be like, oh, easy snack.
Yeah.
Like even like baby carrots, they sell them in like those small like mini packs too.
Yeah.
Like you can get like the 4-pack of like mini carrots.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing is like hummus. Like I'll buy the little hummuses, but like is that more wasteful than like scooping it out? Yeah. But like to me it's way more convenient.
I know, and convenience will trump.
And it's like for like a box of like 12 is like $6 when I'm paying for like the little small one. I'm like, I don't know.
I buy those guacamoles too.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know. It's hard. Maybe wash them out and.
But it's the same thing. Like you can get those peanut butters, which are super convenient. Because on the go, like you could have a banana, just like not even chopped up, full banana. And I do this. Like the peanut butter, I just like scoop it onto my banana with the banana. Those are super easy on the go and like like filling snack. But I get it because I think like now you can even get salsa in those little individual packs, and you can get the queso cheese in those. Hummus, I know,
when I just think in our area too, for men going to work or women going to work for like long days, like to throw those in there, like then at least they're having those healthier options and it's not just like those prepackaged snacks that like are like cookies or like whatever, right?
Well, and you're in the field an hour away. There's nowhere to stop to get snacks either.
Exactly.
I mean, like I pack Lev's lunch, so he's spoiled. Like I love packing lunches, though. That's like my thing.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Come to my house. I hate it.
I make him like salads and it's just like I will make ants on a log. Like that's his favorite snack.
He pulls it out and he's just like all the guys are jealous.
All the guys are jealous of it. Or like there's like a little like container of blueberries, a little container of pickles, like just because then it's easy to like pull it out, snack on it, and you're constantly like all over the place, like just on dirt roads that can't stop and get a snack. So but
way better. So I think like the packaging, it has its place. Because like it is to give people healthier options. I think it's worth it than having I don't know. And like for him to carry around like 7 different containers or whatever in the lunch bag. I don't know. Like,
well, he's got a whole lunchbox.
Yeah.
So it just stays in the lunchbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's all about his food, right? He's all about his like. So that's a sacrifice he's gonna make because he's all about the lunch kit. He's all about having his like lunch kit on him, and it's just like a thing that he brings to work. It's kind of like we have a purse that we tote every day, right? Like so.
That's his.
Yeah. Like I don't like carrying around lunchbox, but that's because I carry around a purse already. So for me to also take a lunchbox to work, it's like, oh. So I'm putting everything in a plastic bag. And,
which is weird.
In my purse.
Yeah. I know, that's what I find. Like as I got older, like guys still like would be fine like carrying a lunchbox, but women don't.
No, and
where is that?
Some women do, and I am envious because it's like they must just have a lunchbox they really like.
That's where I'm at. I cannot find one I like.
No,
ones that fit a nice container that I can put lots in.
No, never big enough.
Never cute enough.
Yeah. So it might be big enough, but it's not cute. It's not handy. The handle's too small. The handle's too big. Like who knows? Or the box itself is too small, so then I can't have a container that like fits.
Or you have to put sideways.
And then my salad's on top of itself. Like why?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
I think lunchbox is a huge deal for like anyone taking things to go.
We should design lunch boxes for women.
That is a venture, Sarah.
We have a list.
I feel like we just need to quit like everything we do and just focus on all these business ventures because we're making a lot of money in our minds.
Okay? In our minds.
Like
I don't know about carrying them out. I don't even. Do you write them down? I don't.
No, I don't remember. Well, I mean, now I know lunchbox, but what were the other ones? I don't know. We'll have to sit down and talk about it.
Do you care? Okay, because we're from Ontario.
Yes.
What do you call a lunchbox? Do you call a lunchbox a lunch bag or a lunch kit?
I always called it a lunchbox.
You call it lunch? I always called it a lunch bag.
Well, it was I guess like
here they call it in Alberta a lot of lunch kit.
So if I was holding my lunch bag, it was my lunch box. Like if someone was like, "Oh, what's in your lunch box today?" It was like a big, like more the idea of the lunch box, but like the bag itself was a lunch bag.
Yeah.
So if my mom was like, "Get your lunch bag," it was get my lunch bag. But once it had a lunch in it, it was a lunch box.
Oh. Weird. I just feel like maybe they went back and forth. Like if someone was like, "Yeah, like get your lunch box," I wouldn't know what it is. But I never had heard the term lunch kit.
Lunch kit is here. Yeah.
Until I lived here, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, that's like West Coast lunch kit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess, is it a lunch kit because you assemble it? Like, is there stuff in there you assemble? Like, isn't that what the what's that? You get the mini hot dog with the little
Lunchable.
Oh.
No, it's not a lunch kit. Lunchables.
That I had
also convenient, and I like that they have more
options now.
More options and more like natural ones, like real cheese and meat and stuff.
Yeah, there's like adult versions of those too now.
That's what I was gonna say. That's basically what like charcuterie boards, like we just grew up on those. Lunchables. And then now that's what I like, cheese and meat and grapes.
I'd be tempted to buy like a bunch of Lunchables and make a charcuterie board out of them.
People would devour it.
Wow, like that cheese is next level, like the Lunchable cheese.
And the little hot dogs.
Something else.
How cute.
How amazing. And the buns. Wow.
Yeah.
So adorable.
The little pizzas, I remember.
But you ate those cold, didn't you?
The little hot dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the little pizzas, I think it was like grade 4. that like we got a microwave in our classroom and we were allowed to like microwave something, and I'm like, oh yeah, microwave my pizza.
Did it ever
so
explode?
Next, no. Why did they explode? I don't know. Mine didn't.
I don't know.
Just melted enough to warm it up. And
microwaves always give me like horrible flashback of like not covering my food properly, or like not peeling the lid back enough, and then there's just explosions happening. So I've pretty bad like traumatic microwave experiences.
I don't even have a microwave.
Yeah, I have one that gets used to heat my magic bag. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Brandon was like, when he moved in, I'm like, well, we need a microwave. I'm like, why? And he never has looked back. And like you just put it in a pan and it tastes way better when you reheat it.
Oh yeah. Like there's no reason to have a microwave unless everything you're making is microwavable food. Like
yeah. And I think like when Abby gets older, like when she's learning like to throw like a pizza pocket when she's older, like in there, like sure, I'll probably get one when she gets a little bit older. But even then, she can throw it in. Like we have a toaster oven. Yeah, we have a toaster oven. Throw it in there, right?
Yeah,
so
teach her that.
She won't know any different.
No, like either way, you pull it out of the microwave, it's hot. You pull it out of the toaster oven, it's hot. So either way, you're gonna need to be like taught that things are hot, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering, like, too, we can like wrap up on this side of things.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's 2020. No, it's not. It's 2021.
No, it's not. Pretty much 2020 still.
It's, you know, it's 2021. We're in the future. And there are lots of like new developments in the snack world that have like advanced food for us, right? Like, you're giving me a look, but once
I'm just like thinking like sci-fi food, like I'm thinking, what? Where are you going here?
Well, let's first then, you know, like camping, you can buy all that dehydrated food, you just add water and all of a sudden you have like chili.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. But I recently bought dehydrated, is it dehydrated? I don't know. It's like the powdered version peanut butter. So it comes in like a jar, like a plastic jar, no sugar added. It's just powder, and it's full on peanut butter that is powder. So you can put like a spoonful into your cereal. You can put a spoonful of the powder into like your yogurt. So I'll have like
put it into like banana bread,
smoothie, anything. You can add like a little bit of milk to like a tablespoon of it and just make peanut butter. Like if you're out of peanut butter and you just want butter. I've been putting it into like yogurt bowls. So like I'll have yogurt with like blueberries, granola, and then I'll add that and like chia seeds, some honey. Like it just adds peanut butter flavor. It's pretty good.
Oh, it says I've never heard this.
It says you can eat it dry.
Did you do it?
I tried it. So I had a spoonful, like dry.
A whole spoonful, not just like a little lick.
I had like that dry mouth. Like it was so bad. Levi did it with me. It was horrible. Like it got stuck to the roof of our mouth and like stuck on the spoon as soon as it like hit our saliva.
So like real peanut butter.
It full on, yeah, but just powdered. And it's so convenient for just like adding flavor to something, but not having to like get a knife and like get it in the peanut butter and then it sticks to everything. Like it's just convenient.
I can see it for like yogurts and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it in the health food aisle.
Okay.
And the container lasts forever. It's probably like the size, like just this jar, like whatever that would be. I don't know, like 2 cups.
Like a cup size.
Yeah, like 500 grams, let's say.
Yeah.
I think it was like $7 for like a jar, and it lasts forever.
See, I think I would look at that and be like, that's weird, and not eat it. I'd be like, I don't know what to do with that. So like, good for you for trying it and being like, oh, that can go in this.
Yeah.
Because I think the opposite. I'm like, what would I do with this?
For? Yeah. And I guess like for people with a peanut allergy, I don't think there's alternatives yet for that powdered option. Oh, actually, I think there might be almond.
But that would still be a nut allergy.
Yeah, I guess specifically peanut allergy. Yeah. You can have other nuts, can't you?
No, depends.
Oh, well then never mind. I'm sorry.
I think I would say most peanut allergies would go in with a nut allergy as well. I don't know though for sure. I wouldn't chance it.
Do you ever do overnight oats?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's another, like, that's good to add for like overnight oats. You just add a little bit of that powder in there.
Yeah, so easy.
And
those are great for kids' lunches too.
Yes. And adding chia seeds to that.
Yes.
And making like chia puddings, pretty good. Another combo I had this summer, like past for the first time, was watermelon and feta.
Oh, I've heard that's good, but I don't like feta.
It's good. And then feta and beets.
Oh, I love beets.
Feta and beets.
I like goat cheese, so I would do goat cheese with both of those.
Yeah. Feta, yeah. Goat cheese is good. And if you like ricotta, be good too. And then the other thing I noticed at the grocery store the other day, but I didn't buy it because I just don't have the excuse to buy it. The only reason I would buy it is because I want it, and it's not the right time for that. The mini Eggo waffles.
Yes. Yeah, I saw those.
They're like a 4. Pop them in the toaster. So those for like a little kid to just give them with like a little side of, maple syrup to like dip them in or whatever.
Yeah. I actually thought the other day when I was shopping, I'm like, oh, those would be good for Abby. But then I'm like, she can eat a whole waffle.
Yeah. They're just
cute. They're so cute and like, yeah, like they're fun.
It's fun snack, right? Like
exactly.
And it's kind of like, do you want to have fun or do you want to be hungry?
Yeah.
Like, so like, is this a fun snack or I'm hungry?
Yeah, no, it is. I do definitely like say like go towards those fun things because they will eat them more. Like, or if you cut them into shapes, like a lot of parents do that.
Yes.
Like cookie cutter. I don't.
Ask you, okay, because I was gonna ask, like, you have a sandwich and you cut it into the shape of a dinosaur. What do you do with the rest of the sandwich?
I would eat it.
But do you give it to the kid?
I feel like I would.
That dinosaur would just not be enough. Like you're getting rid of 50% of the sandwich.
I think depends on the age. Like if your kid can eat a whole sandwich, I would give them the rest of it because then it's like, oh, this is a silhouette or whatever.
Yeah.
If you have just like a toddler who doesn't eat much, you just give them the dinosaur and you eat the rest, and that's your lunch.
I guess you could even just leave, like you could put the cookie cutter in, so you cut a dinosaur shape into the middle of the sandwich.
Yeah.
And just give them the sandwich, and they can choose to like eat the dinosaur first or eat the outside first, I guess.
Yeah, and I think they have like those like, well, I think it's like a sandwich press, but like they like it's like it almost like toasts an imprint on it, like a picture.
Yeah, you can get a toaster like that too.
Yeah.
Or toast shapes onto your bread, like
That's what I find like which is a good hack is just like cutting your kid's sandwich a different way, even if it's the same sandwich. So like maybe you can only give them peanut butter and jam or just peanut butter, just cutting it across diagonal like a different way into 4s. Even when they're starting out as picky eaters, we didn't even touch on picky eaters.
Oh no.
So we'll have to do another one on that.
We'll have to. But when you say like cutting sandwiches into different shapes, I do that for myself too.
Yeah, just to spice it up. Yeah, or into quarters or like strips. Like
I used to slice my sandwiches into tiny squares, so I'd go 4 across the other way, and then I would put a little like squirt of ketchup onto each one, and it was just the most delicious thing in the world.
That's so random. Kids are like, I find when you're experimenting and learning to cook for yourself, like as you get older, like you do the weirdest things.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, and then like you hear people talk and you're like, that's strange. But you're like, as a kid, I'd probably do that.
Yeah.
You're like,
I do that as a full-blown 30-year-old. So okay,
fair enough.
It's kind of like when I first learned about putting mayonnaise on chicken breast before you bake it.
Yeah.
And then, you're kind of like, what? But
that's you're like, gross
thing you've ever done. And it's the most moist chicken you've ever had. Sorry, moist chicken. I know everyone enjoys that word.
Moist chicken breast.
Yes. Anyway, on that note, we'll have to talk about picky eaters another time.
Yeah, we will.
If you're listening and you have a picky eater, we want to hear about it.
Your tips, your experiences, good or bad.
Give us like the funny stories. Picky eating is such a journey too. And I mean, sometimes it lasts just a really short while. Like I have a few stories about that, but sometimes it goes on forever and like into their adulthood. So I want to hear about it. Like who's and are you a picky eater?
Or if you have a partner who's a picky eater.
Are you still dealing with picky eating? Are you a picky eater?
Yeah.
Let's admit it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk through our problems.
Let's talk through that. So yeah, you guys can send us a text 780-517-7055. You can just tell us your story. You don't have to give us your name. So yeah, if you want to like out yourself, don't worry about it. We won't know who you are. You can email at us at etsandparentcafe@gmail.com, or you can find us on Instagram, etsandparentcafe, or just message us on our Community Services Town of Edson Facebook page as well. There are a few ways you can reach us, and we're looking forward to hearing all about it. Thanks for listening.
Have a wonderful week.
And make sure you snack.
Always snacking.
Always snacking.
I'm going to go snack right now.
Snacking makes the day go by.
You made me hungry.
Good. Oh my gosh.
See ya.